Last week, I made my pre-team for Legends Arceus video, and like I said, today I'm presenting to you guys my final team. From what I said in my opinion video on all the new mons, some of you probably know what Pokemon are going to be on my team. And I will say, because of some of these new mons, my pre-planned team has changed quite a bit. There were some Pokemon in the decks that really blew my mind, especially the concepts on how some of these Pokemon were created. The dex entries were really creative, and of course, their appearances and capabilities as Pokemon also played a role. I will say though, with Legends Arceus, the way how the game was played was definitely different. If you have played, you know what I mean. All of the Pokemon are scattered, and you kind of just catch Pokemon as you go. Bottom line, I didn't have just a team of 6 mons that I chose. However, I did have a final team of 6 once I started to complete the endgame. I will be including a few Pokemon that I caught in between though, that for sure helped me out on my journey. Anywho, today, I present to you all my finalized team I'll be using for Legends Arceus, and a few other mons that definitely helped me on my way. So without any further ado, let's begin. Following last week's video, I mentioned I was going to be using Typhlosion as my starter Pokemon. Of course, this follows through with my finalized team. As I mentioned, I have a bit of a nostalgia thing for Johto, so of course, Typho had to be on this team. Something I didn't expect to get though was a regional variant. And as far as design goes, it's very clean. I was expecting it to be a Fire Dark type, but at the end of the day, Fire Ghost is still just as good. The idea that Typhlosion helps guide spirits to the afterlife is definitely a concept that threw me for a loop too. Pokemon has an afterlife. I wonder what it's like. Maybe we'll see Blue's dead Raticate at some point. Of course, that theory's a bunch of crap though. Oh, and one small detail I'd like to point out is that Hisui and Typhlosion got a 10-point special attack increase in compared to its Johtonian form. I look forward to a Flamethrower and Shadow Ball combo. Its new move, Infernal Parade, is also interesting. I'm probably gonna run that for a while too. In Obsidian Fieldlands, in the northeastern corner, is Grueling Grove. And in that area, I was able to find a very trusty Pokemon that has been able to help me in the past. The Pokemon I found was an Alpha Heracross. Now, if you used Heracross before, you know how great of a Pokemon it can be. The typing of Bug in fighting can be a very powerful one if used against the proper opponents. And with that mindset, Heracross put in the work. Another tip that helped me use Heracross more efficiently was vividly picturing in my mind messing up Whitney at the Goldenrod gym. Heracross has clutched so many victories at that gym for trainers worldwide, and it really helped me out. But yeah, if you need a fighting type early on, I highly recommend Heracross. As I mentioned in the past videos, Wyrdeer was obviously going to be a staple on my main team. My favorite frisbee-ass deer finally got the love it deserves in the form of a regional variant. Stantler also should have always been part Psychic type due to its past dex entries, and the Psychic move pool it had. What I've always found interesting is that its antlers were able to hypnotize people, and going to Wyrdeer now, I can see why, as it used to be a Psychic type mon in ancient times. Being able to hypnotize an individual with antlers definitely is very deadly. Grinding medicine from the black orbs of its antlers are also used for insomnia. Maybe with these, my editor's sleeping schedules can get fixed. Jokes aside, we can also ride Wyrdeer. That's another reason why I had to use it on my team. I love running around on this white deer in Legends Arceus. It's amazing. The evolution method of obtaining Wyrdeer though definitely was a little tedious, but overall, I did enjoy using Stantler for the period I had with it. I made the mistake of waiting too late to evolve it though. Don't make that mistake. Right around the time I evolved my Wyrdeer, another Pokemon made its way onto my team, and that Pokemon was Crobat. Now, I have spoken about Crobat in the past, and I'm not gonna lie, it actually helped me quite a bit this time. Crobat's unique typing of Poison and Flying actually helped me very much as a defensive typing, because I noticed that on my journey in some specific places, it was really solid at walling against certain mons, and even helped me take on certain alpha Pokemon. There is one specific alpha Pokemon in general that I remember Crobat actually helping me to defeat, and that was actually Tangrowth. With one Cross Poison after weakening Tangrowth down a tad, I was able to one-hit it. Crobat is also just great stats-wise, especially being fast and bulky. Due to Legends Arceus not really being entirely based on battles, helped me to look for a more balanced team. That's also what I more or less recommend as well. Crobat really helped establish that balance. Up next is a brand new mon not mentioned in my last team video, being Overqwil. I am honestly blown away by Qwilfish's new evolution. I've never really had a problem with Qwilfish before, but with this new evolution and regional variant for it, I've never been a bigger fan. Overqwil just looks so fierce in its expression, and is definitely the new sea bully over Tentacruel and Toxapex. It sucks up poison to nourish itself, so I'll be sure to bring plenty of Toxic with me. Its stats are definitely interesting if I do say so myself. But after all, this is an in-game playthrough, so to me, those really don't matter for a fun-based team, especially for my first playthrough. Oh, and because I'm a troll, you can definitely count on me giving this big boy self-destruct. So, in my opinions video, I mentioned me having an in-between opinion on Ursaluna. But after some thinking and just wanting to be different this time around, I decided on using it for my team. In my previous team video, I had mentioned using Garchomp on my team. And I mean, that's a very good option. But I wanted to try something unique, and use a mon that looked different enough from the usual theme of mons I pick from. Plus, I still wanted to use a ground-type Pokemon, and Ursaluna still has that ground typing, so I wouldn't be losing that. Stats-wise, it looks interesting, but I will say though, I love that high attack stat, and the fact it gets access to high horsepower at level 34. Plus the fact that we're able to ride around on it made it even more appealing. Ursaluna is actually pretty cute. I'm not sure what everyone's opinions are on Ursaluna, but I've taken quite a liking to it. I hope it can help me through my ancient journey.
Colonel, I understand that it has an annoying evolution method, but I definitely think it's worth taking the time to get.
I said it in my opinions video, and I will say it again. I love Goodra's brand new regional variant. It's honestly one of my new favorite Dragon-type Pokemon. The two main reasons why it's on my team is simply because of its new design, and the fact it has the typing of Dragon and Steel. It looks like a snail carrying a big steel home on its back. I'll bet it's cozy. Snails honestly make me jump whenever I see one or get one tossed at me, but Goodra is the one snail I accept in my life. It's also very clingy to the ones it holds dear. I want to hug it because of that. Affection aside though, its stats are very promising. I get a pseudo-legendary on my team, and one of my favorites on top of it. It's honestly a win-win situation. Sliggoo is also adorable too. I look forward to just using this entire line. Now, right after the time I found Goomy, I ran into a very familiar Pokemon we all know and love here on this channel. Funny enough, I actually met my best friend inside the Dimensional Rift, and that special friend Pokemon I met was Umbreon. I kid you not, when I stumbled into the Dimensional Rift, Umbreon just popped out, and as obvious, I freaked out. It was really dope because I found my favorite Pokemon, and at the time, defensive bulk was definitely something I wanted, and it helped me clutch quite a few when I was put into a sticky situation. Other than that, you all know Umbreon is my favorite, and the fact I found one unknowingly in the Rift was really a rare treat. Lastly is a mon you guys know dang well that was going to be on my team, that being Hisuian Zorua and Hisuian Zoroark. If it wasn't enough with its new dual typing of normal and ghost that I have literally wanted for years, its design is also killer. Literally killer. The white fur and the ghost concept of it make it look like a terrifying monster you would find in the movies. I knew I wanted this Pokemon on my team the moment I set eyes on it. What's even better are its stats and moves it has. The Nasty Plot and Shadow Ball combo is going to be very deadly, added with that base 125 special attack. I will say though, I am bummed out it doesn't get Hyper Voice for normal type stab, but Hyper Beam I guess will have to do. Or I guess I can use Swift with its 60 base power. It will still hit alright, but I swear Hyper Voice would have just been so much better. That's legit the only detriment to it in my eyes for it being on my team. Other than that, it does still have Flamethrower for coverage, so I am thankful for that. Actually, I mentioned detriment. I should have mentioned detriments. The time you get Zoroark is so late in the game. I honestly don't recommend using it unless you love this thing as much as I do. I waited so long to get this Pokemon, and though I am happy, it just frustrates me with how long I had to wait. Regardless though, the design does make me more hyped to use this ghostly creature on my team. Well, that wraps up my brand new team for Pokémon Legends Arceus. I gotta say, I'm pretty stoked to keep playing this game. This is such a unique touch by Pokemon, and I'm thrilled to be using the new Mons introduced. I swear though, for my next playthrough, I will cheat in an Enamorus. Watch me. My favorite Pokemon on the team though, I gotta say, is definitely Hisui and Zoroark, but Overqwil is definitely a close runner-up. Regardless though, there were other Pokemon that helped me out on the journey, even if only temporary. They did a great job. Anywho, that was my final team for Legends Arceus. What's yours? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below, and also let me know what you think of my team. Hey guys, thank you for enjoying another Mystic Umbreon video. It's exciting times for the Pokemon franchise, and I look forward to the coming months where it just keeps getting better. If you guys are wanting some more bite-sized Mystic Umbreon content, please check out my TikTok, where I upload daily, as well as the Mystic Umbreon Shorts channel. If y'all enjoyed the video and want to see more content like this, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Be sure to leave a comment too. It really helps us out. I think it's time to wrap this up though. I'm Mystic Umbreon, and I'll see you next time with some more amazing Pokemon content.